Hold on tight. The Thursday Night Blitz game of the week is coming down the home stretch. South Effingham is looking to finish strong, but in the way is Bradwell Institute. It's the Tigers looking to topple the Mustangs in Georgia high school football, and it's right here now. Get ready. The Thursday Night Blitz game of the week, brought to you by Ford, is on the air.
Live local high school football. The Mustangs of South Effingham coming into Hinesville to take on the Tigers of Bradwell Institute here down in Hinesville. Hi, everybody. I'm WSAV Sports Director Ken Slatz. John Wood joining me for tonight's telecast. John, so good to have you here in the broadcast booth.
You know, it's great to be here. Spent a lot of time on not necessarily this field, but the old OV field. And it's a little different to see it from this perspective, but I'm enjoying it.
John, on paper, a mismatch here. South Effingham coming in at 6-1, but Bradwell still searching for that first win. But that's why you play these games, because there's always a few tricks up their sleeves.
Well, it is, and I was talking to a little bit of the Bradwell fan base, said you could maybe even see the Statue of Liberty tonight with Bradwell. They're still searching for that first win in the Greg Hill era, and, they don't want to – they've got 3 games to find it. And they're certainly wanting to find it tonight.
Well, our flashback takes us only 1 week back, as a matter of fact, to South Effingham and the Mustangs, and we're going to hear this name quite a bit. How about Patrick Brown? He eclipsed 1,000 yards on the season, almost 370 total yards last week against Richmond Hill, 327 rushing, and 5 touchdowns for Patrick Brown. Obviously, if you're the head coaching and the coaching staff of Bradwell Institute, your eyes are definitely going to be on number 9 whenever he's out on the football field.
Well, you definitely, from a defensive standpoint, you would have to think that you would put a spy on him, but you don't know if you can really afford that spy because they've got receivers that can hurt you, because Tyler Pullum can throw the football. So I think South Effingham right now in this Region 3 5A is the most dangerous team out there.
And for South Effingham, it's not necessarily the keys to this game. It's kind of the keys to the season, and they've lived by that each and every game.
Our players came in after last year, especially our senior group. They were juniors and our sophomores our juniors that are sophomores last year. We were really close. They played a lot of close games last year. And they came into the summer workouts and in the off-season with a mindset that they were going to try to find a way to finish games. And so far up to this point, we've been able to do that.
Coach Wood, take us through these keys to the game. Nothing really special, just the things that good teams always do.
It is. It's execute the game plan, and I think that is why you see a team like South Effingham Mustangs, which for so long was in 3A and 4A with Liberty, and now 5A. But they are a good, fundamental, sound football team, and they execute the game plan, and that's led to them being 6-1 this season.
They want to get that defense off the field and control the football with Patrick Brown and their quarterback Pullum, correct the mistakes on special teams, a few of them. This is a South Effingham team. We haven't seen a whole lot of mistakes all year, but definitely on special teams, one of them. We still have much more to come in our pregame show. When we come back, we'll check out the Bradwell Institute Tigers under the Greg Hill era, the second year searching for that first win. That is all coming up straight ahead on the pregame show on the WSAV Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week, and it is brought to you by Papa John's. We feed our crew Papa John's so they can get you these great highlights, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And welcome back to Hokie Jackson Stadium in Hinesville, home of the Bradwell Institute Tigers, taking on the South Effingham Mustangs. Of course, the coach here, and for the Bradwell Tigers, the home team, what do they need to do instantly and quickly to sort of maybe put their stamp mark at the start of this football game?
Well, I think the first thing you got to do is whatever you elect to do, if you elect offense or defense, you've got to make a big play quick. You've got to, if you're on defense, you've got to get your defense off the field. Last week, they got into overtime against Statesboro, and it's like new life was breathed in, and then when they kicked the ball and scored the field goal, it was a backbreaker.
All right, we'll take a flashback, and we'll take you back a full year, actually, to last year's matchup between these two football teams, South Effingham. After building a pretty big lead for the Mustangs, we saw a lot of Kareem Taylor. We may see a lot more of Kareem Taylor on defense. That's big number 28. He kind of controlled this football. And this is a good, solid football team. We've seen a lot from the Mustangs offense, but Kareem Taylor a key. Mustangs getting the win in Guyton last year. 40-12 was your final score, which takes us right to our keys to the game for the home team, the Bradwell Institute Tigers. Here's head coach Greg Hill.
Well, we're going to have to be fundamentally sound, and, we're going to have to execute. Being disciplined. giving great effort. And we're going to have to have some takeaways. You know, obviously South Effingham does a good job in what they do, and so we're going to have to create some turnovers and also be able to control the clock and move the ball.
Coach, take us through his keys to the game. Really nothing very special. Again, a new team searching for identity, and these are the things you have to do.
And, you know, one thing coming in from last year, even they were 0-10, they really worked hard in the weight room and everything. The biggest thing that they're going to have to find is Luther Eccles is an amazing little back. And as a freshman, he probably had the best year, and he hit some injuries and everything. But he can't be your sole offense. You got to find a way to distribute the ball, and you got to get creative.
And again, there's make plays, create some turnovers, assignment football, play fundamentally sound. Those indeed are the keys to the game for tonight's contest between the Bradwell Tigers and the South Effingham Mustangs. And we're closing in on game time. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more and the kickoff right here on the Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
The Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Go further. Stick around. Kick off is next.